I swear, I swear to God. Yes, I already know. Cause I've been using it. Why is it giving me the tutorial? Oh, new stuff. Teeth. Where's teeth? UV1. There we go. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Alright. No. Hello everyone, this is a quick little scene. I hope it's a quick little scene. I don't know what's happening. Peaceful Sammy wanted us for, well, specifically he wants teeth as security. Security for what? I don't know. Well, I'm always down. Oh god, it's this place. Why do I have to be so big? Let's see. Okay.
So you see how it's a lot of makeshift shit, but it's also the only defining color is orange. That's how you're able to tell that they're fire starters. And this is just their combat kits. They're civilians. All you can tell is they're wearing orange. Which is not enough to just start arresting everyone who wears orange.
Nah, I'm gonna arrest everyone who wears orange, starting with you. Get on the ground!
I'm surprised how quick on the draw I was.
I mean, it's the only toggle on the model. I would hope it would go fast. Ooh, that light source on that model though. Yeah.
So back to Adrian. The other one that we have is just a bit bulkier armor and has like a ski mask, or like a ballistic mask, but it's still just orange is the defining thing.
Orange.
Which is not enough.
Gee, I wonder which one of us is the more threatening.
Your diplomacy. This is my monster.
I'm the insurance.
This is the super weapon constructed by Cerberus. Or not super weapon, but definitely super soldier.
Hell yeah.
They were a Spartan at one point.
Not anymore.
But only in training.
I think they're a little bit more than a Spartan. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate to lie.
But then they died, and we Nefeshi-teched them, basically undead cyborg.
Gotcha.
And then they got captured by mind flayers and psionics, and they were no longer dead. And now they're
That's
something
one way
else.
to do it. I'm just gonna rock up with a vampiric Spartan just to dab on people.
So I guess
what's that? You think
there's
being in the
only
sun's
one
going to be a
member of
problem?
Cerberus. Technically, there's only one member of Cerberus who is a Spartan currently that is anywhere close to regular Spartan anymore.
That's how it would be sometimes.
And that's my actually it's two, but one of them doesn't wear armor currently.
Skill issue.
So it's my son and my daughter.
Well, that'd do it.
It's my kids.
I adopted two super soldiers when they escaped from Oni. Don't at me. If you don't have best galaxy friended, first off, what the fuck? Second off, just friend him.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
How about you?
Do you have
Sweet
best galaxy friended,
motherfucking.
8-ball?
What?
Do you have best galaxy friended?
I think so.
You want me to send a request over their way?
Oh, I haven't sent
Oh, I
one
do.
yet, so I'm literally waiting.
Okay.
You don't have permission to invite users to this instance.
Yeah, you don't.
Their pictures just what the hell is it's like a weird
It's just a dude, man. Just a dude.
it's a weird little
give
polygon
'em nothing.
skeleton sitting in on a pot. Looking so
Don't
sad.
give 'em nothing, man. They're just chilling. Don't
Their
give 'em
status
nothing.
is hello, I exist. I'm just a little
Don't
guy.
give them nothing, man. They're just a little feller.
Alright, request off him.
Alrighty.
Man, why you have to bring me here? Gang RP used this map for like a magic thing, and I burned the flower, and I ended up getting like trauma.
The fact that you just said the statement "Gang RP just used this for a magic thing" just fucking threw me through a loop.
It do be like that sometimes, Chief. I hate to tell you.
What? Like, are you confused that
Gang
magic
RP,
is
the
involved?
No, just that they used this.
Yeah, they used it for like a meditating.
I can understand
place.
magic being involved because Shadowrun, because that's a hell of a lot closer to what Zephyra is rather than Cyberpunk. But also, what the fuck?
I don't know. They
Nah,
used
man,
it.
listen,
We meditated.
listen, the gang
They had to
visits
restrain
the
me afterwards.
hole.
Look at it. It's a
I got
black
my
hole.
invite. I'm heading in.
Did you get your invite?
Yeah.
8-ball?
Yep.
I should have done the picture
Alright,
of
go.
his teeth.
You're just here to be intimidating. Don't worry. Don't
Hell
say a
yeah.
word. Anyway.
Headbutt. And I just have chill music on. You just have chill music. Oh my god, we're going to a café. Am I small enough? Means
wrong button.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Well, howdy.
Oh god, why are you here? Wait.
Howdy. You must be, Mr. Adrian, correct?
That is,
Okay, we're-
if that correct, waiting on one other.
Well, welcome. Name's Red Harlow.
Hmm.
Anything
Yeah,
I can
security too.
get you to drink?
No, I don't think so.
Understood.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2.
There we go.
There we go. That'd be all of us now.
Wonderful.
Why is Casey here? Casey, what are you trying to do? What business are you doing now? Is she trying to reassure that when the tigers go away, she still has a form of security?
For the moment, I'll be good for now.
Understood.
I'm gonna.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet all three of you. My name's Red Harlow, and I am the new
That's up from the
councilman
article.
elect.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Now, from what I understand, we are here to discuss the terms of the contract between Cerberus and Garden District, correct?
Well, I suppose, though I thought this was generally a checkup. And see
Can also be that.
what the, heard of some discomfort of our recent actions.
Well, from what my friend Ethan had discussed to me before, he seems to be a bit upset at the fact that your company has started to, how do I say, y'all started to reinforce borders and everything without his say-so. And from what I understand, the one known as Poi is causing some ruckus between him and his business with the district.
Well, Poi is not connected to Cerberus. They are just one of our... They hold one of our many contracts, just as the previous leadership did.
Let's see. Well, from what Mr. Hayes had told me, Poi had said to him that they need to settle their feud. From what I understand, he told me there isn't really any feud. It's more of a one-sided battle that is only getting the other annoyed at each other. Anything you happen to know about
Cerberus has only been doing its best to protect the people of the district. We reinforce the borders to lock them down to one entrance per district walking. We didn't control any portals or teleportation because we believed in times of great duress in other districts, there may be refugee crises, and it's a hell of a lot easier to funnel refugees through to a refugee camp through one entrance than it is to funnel them through many. It also helps us keep other threats out of the district by checking them in at one entrance per.
I see. Well,
we were already granted permission for these checkpoints by previous leadership.
I see. I assume by the aforementioned Mr. Sachi, correct?
Negative.
Negative.
The blue-haired one. They had granted us permission to set up our checkpoints.
Ah, I see. Miss X, I believe is what Ethan named her.
Affirmative.
Well, Miss X, she was a member of Mr. Hayes's advisory team. And from what I understand, she's trying to take her leave from all of it, from district work itself. No blame to her, and I completely understand politics ain't for everybody, but what I need to know is why y'all took that order from a simple advisor and not the steward of the garden district.
No further orders had been issued. We were told to secure the district and protect the people. That was a standing order, and no further orders were issued to us.
I see.
And they could have theoretically issued a countermand to that order. None was issued.
I see.
Yes, but it could also be seen as you all overstepping your bounds, just like the Shriekhawks before you.
Maybe. But all it would have taken to clear that up is a simple conversation.
Well,
Very defensive
from
about the district.
From what I understand, Miss Poi was having conversations with Mr. Hayes before this was brought up, and from what he told me, they were acting very high and mighty, like they were defending their actions on part of Cerberus.
Dude.
I don't have any control over Poi. They are a separate individual. They have never been a part of our company, nor are they in any position of power.
The way that they spoke made it seem like they were in charge. And that's what confused Mr. Hayes into believing that Poi has some sort of sway over Cerberus into making these actions. And from what I understand, he is not pleased about that, and neither am I. I'm glad we have that cleared up, though. I understand that, and I appreciate the fact that you cleared that up for me.
Poi!
Now, from what I've been hearing on the streets, folks over in Waterfront and other districts, they are none too pleased about the fact that checkpoints are being reinforced. They're concerned about whether or not it's truly safe over here in Garden anymore, considering that there is more military presence than aforementioned. And
I'd say they should worry about their own districts, which are more than unsafe, first.
Oh, trust me, I believe that. However, we want people to believe that Garden District is a non-militarized zone. We want them to believe that this is a safe place that they can come and not have troops out wide in the open for them to see. Our lilac units
Respectfully,
are.
sir. Your lilac units have been tasked to arrest fire starters on site, but the only indication of whether or not someone's a fire starter that we have so far is that they're wearing orange. And if everyone wearing orange is arrested on site, then we're gonna have a war in the streets. And with a city or a district that is wildly overgrown with plant life and a threat that likes to set things on fire, it would be better to gather information and strike at key points first.
I agree. However, the lilacs were not tasked to just arrest anybody wearing orange. They were tasked to arrest anybody causing arsonistic problems within the district, making sure they were, one, fire starters and that they were reported, and two, if they are non-fire starters, and they'd be questioned about if they had any involvement with them, if they heard any memorabilia or propaganda from them. But otherwise, we haven't been outlandish with our lilac units acting as the ZPD would.
We haven't been outlandish either. We send out patrols the same way that police send out patrols.
The directive to arrest anyone in orange was not given by me or by Ethan. That was a directive given by the rat.
As we understand it, it wasn't.
The rat. Oh, no, him.
Not by myself or Mr. Hayes.
Well,
Swear, that's season 1 game, probably.
it happened. Regardless, we know that there is also some discomfort towards our recently purchased property.
Mild discomfort. We were more concerned of the fact that you're purchasing a mile of land within Garden Districts for your forward operating base. We just want to understand why and any potential reasons as to why it could help us.
Well, as a corporation, I'd first like to iterate that we are well within our right to do so.
I'm not
But
saying you aren't.
for the construction of additional landing pads to be directly outside the FOB, and for a refugee camp for any other issues that might arise, we want to build up infrastructure one area at a time.
I see, but a mile of land?
Doesn't
Other
look too very
corporations have
good
done
on
more.
the entertainment district if we're building refugee camps.
That is true.
Refugee camps aren't for
Garden-
us. They're for our neighbors.
I understand
As
that.
waterfront is a direct
However,
one.
we have already set up a form of refugee encampment in case of any scenarios, such as the Market District demon attack. The DMV sites that we have scattered throughout Zafira, well, they are meant to be set up within emergency cases to be used as refugee camps. The DMV members, such as Mr. Hayes and Mr. Marston, aka Mr. Wayne, they know how to set up the DMVs as refugee camps and to keep everybody safe and orderly.
I believe it is I believe it is also important to have a centralized refugee camp, and one that is directly for that purpose and no other, so it can be ready immediately.
That is frowned upon by the other council members. Having
I don't see
one
why.
district becoming the favorite of all the districts to support incoming refugees is not, in their eyes, manageable.
They could solve that
It
issue by
seems like
caring for
one
refugees
district
themselves.
They do. Each district has their own shelters.
Then I don't see the issue.
The
You
issue
are
is
making a
the
public display of it.
correct. The public issue of the fact that there is a refugee camp solely for refugees and not something else that's meant to be something else, but in emergencies it can be used as a refugee camp.
If I may interject,
Considering
sir.
our
District Zero does have a poor reputation and generally considered not a very good track record. However, I was part of the establishment of one of the refugee camps in that district maybe a month or so ago. You can go back and check the records of the council meetings where I proposed this refugee camp be formed. So, I would understand not wanting a publicly recognized refugee camp in your district, but it isn't also unprecedented that such a camp might exist. If you don't mind me saying so. Now, is Kijin going to go blaring on all of their radios and television programs that they have a refugee camp? No. However, it is publicly recognized as one to help people leave the 3 or 4 odd years of constant conflict there.
That's why you
I
have a
understand.
bit of tact with the situation.
We're not exactly doing massive
Hence
propaganda
the entire
campaigns.
constructions of new stadiums or theaters, things that can easily be converted to a large place for storage of people.
We're not exactly doing
concern
massive
lies-
propaganda campaigns.
Well, no, and I understand that, but the issue lies still with the public's eye. We want to make sure that people aren't afraid of whatever changes are coming to Garden District, and from which I've heard on the street, there is quite a bit of. It's concerning the fact that most citizens of Garden District are starting to consider moving away because of the fact that they believe it's becoming more of a militarized zone than an entertainment district.
Ja!
We are not
Frick
impeding
you.
people's day-to-day lives at all whatsoever.
We understand that. However, the movement of more
And it's
units
Thomas.
being
Thank you for the
reinforced at
15
borders,
bits.
shutting down all gates besides one at
That
each
is a penny.
checkpoint, and the fact that there are more patrols of Cerberus members walking around, it's starting to prove as a bit of a uneasy statement, unofficial.
The increased
statement.
presence, while it is mildly increased within our purchase zone, is no more than that of regular police patrols in, say, New York City or Washington, D.C.
True, but the Garden District people are used to only seeing lilacs and chasers march around. ZPD
Respectfully,
was almost
the
non-existent.
lilacs are war machines.
Were war machines, but they were reality.
Even if that's the case,
During the
which one
ongoing
could argue the police
sessions
are
of
as
war.
well,
What?
they're still
Why do I have that?
Was abolished.
Oh, that actually gave me goosebumps. I hate
they're
that.
If
6
that's
to
what you're
8
going
feet
to.
tall steel robots.
Yes, but the people feel safe with their presence. They know they
People
don't
feel
judge. and
safe
they
with
will not
police
act.
as well.
They didn't feel safe with ZPD. Don't bullshit
We're not
yourself.
ZPD, are we?
No, you're just another corporation coming into their territory.
Gentlemen, if I
One
may,
that you
we
would hire.
have stationed the lilac units to be more spread apart. They're sanctioned within only specific areas that are high crime or other such. We have made sure that the units patrolling around on the streets are chaser units, the chaser units being more human-like, more comforting to see, rather than 6 to 8 foot tall hulking beasts of metal that carry machine guns on their backs. Now, not saying all lilacs carry machine guns on their backs, but I do understand the concern of the fact that the GPUs are intimidating. I understand that completely. However, I want to state that the GPUs are stationed very far apart. They have warehouses set up for repairs and deployments where they are kept hidden from the public eye, and only 1 or 2 within the area are truly shown.
If I may ask a question, considering we seem to be at an impasse whether or not to increase security versus increase optics. What would you propose to be done differently?
This is Frankie reporting in. Do you need
Personally,
any
I
assistance?
think that we
Negative.
should dial
Private meeting
back on the
occurring.
reinforcements
Understood.
on the checkpoints. I am not opposed to closing down a couple of the gates for the checkpoints between the districts. However, still want to keep more than one open, at least in my personal preference. From what I understand, people over at, say, the meat rack, which are very high-value places within Zafira City itself, not just Waterfront District, but they are concerned of the fact that Garden District is becoming more militarized and unsafe for them. They have approached Mr. Hayes about the fact that the district teleporter from Meat Rack to Garden District may be overwhelmed by Cerberus forces, and I have, well, Mr. Hayes has assured them and myself that you fellas aren't interfering with the teleporters, only the
We are not.
district
One of my
checkpoints.
officers had a direct talk with Mr. Hemsky to assure him of such.
Right. Now, I would like to formally request dial back just a little on the Cerberus forces. Make them less seen. Make sure that people understand that they're here for safety. Press notice of sorts or whatever. Just make sure that public eye is corrected to see yourselves as safety measures and security rather than full forces of military and district shutdowns. Not saying you have done anything of the sort, however, I am saying the public eye sees that as such. We want to make sure the public eye is satisfied.
Councilman, I would be open to opening 2 entrances to the district per district. And we can cut back on patrols slightly, but I'd like to keep all checkpoints still in place.
Of course. That is
One way
fine
we
by
can
me.
check for the thermobarics and incendiary devices we know that the fire starters have.
Of course. I am in agreement with you there. I do not want more fire starter problems. We're hoping that our chaser units are on their around and they're catching more surveillance of fire starter activity and trying to gather more information on them. However, we have had no such luck as of yet. We're also hoping that you can provide some services as well.
I was able to reach out to a few buddies I have out in Chicago, where we believe the fire starters first had their start. They were originally pushed out of that region after it became too much of a threat that the National Guard had to be brought down upon them. We're seeing much smaller scale out here. But some of their lieutenants are still around.
Let's see.
The best course of action I can see is to gather more information, strike at key points of leadership over time, while doing raids when we can to cut back on their overall presence without starting a full-on war in the streets.
Well, I'm no military man. I'm just a simple governor of a neighboring city. That's all I've been amounted to. But my security advisor here has voiced concerns and has raised concerns in me. We're getting this cleared up. I am glad to say that I do agree with your actions. I am in agreement with the fact that you wish to strike at the key points of these fire starters. I agree that this would be the best course of action. So, how soon can I expect these changes?
For decreasing of patrols, I can offer that up almost immediately. It'll still be a noticeable police presence, but it won't be... People won't confuse it for an army.
Wonderful.
As for the gates, we'll need some time to move over more people to the new checkpoints that will have to be set up at each of those gates that will be opened up. And for the striking at key personnel, that won't be a quick war. It'll be over time. It could be, as with most gang conflicts, it could be, honestly, years before it is entirely snuffed out.
Of course. I don't fully expect that situation to be resolved immediately. However, I am simply getting an estimation from your current beliefs in your forces.
Our people are here merely to protect your people. That has always been our mission state, and we are loyal in our contracts.
Wonderful.
As for the actions of Poi, they are not a member of Cerberus, they hold no power, and I cannot control them.
Wonderful. Well, that makes any future actions a lot easier to handle then.
Then I vote for Poi's removal from the district.
That is something we will have to discuss. For now, though, I believe that concludes all my concerns for your forces and your corporation.
Wait a minute, Foy. Wait a minute. No, the white-haired. No, please don't let me be her.
Any
I'd like
further
her.
requests through you now?
That would be much appreciated, either me or Mr. Kane here as my security advisor.
Apologies if we have any disagreements when it comes to organic or non-organic guards. It's the same disagreement I've shared with one of my rival corporations for a long time. I believe that organics tend to be significantly more caring and more likely to care for their fellow man. And
It's
able
not
to
about
operate
carrying the
independently.
city. It's about getting results.
Yes. I also believe that
And I hope I get
organic
to see
units are
results.
This
significantly
is an
more able
irrelevant
to...
discussion. In order to secure the district, it really doesn't matter
Thank
who's
you.
holding the gun, so long as it's done. In terms of what might be able to be done to help secure things, do you have any ideas of what legislation you might be able to do to potentially incentivize people to leave these gangs? Or anything that might be able to be done to decrease any potential recruitment avenues? For example, social
I am working
media
on a few
or-
things. I still need to get everything written down on paper, and I can't really discuss anything right now. However, we do
Of
have
course.
plans in the works.
We do have
Okay.
their primary form of recruitment. Most of these individuals appear to be either former EMS, firefighters, or, as old as it was, police department.
I see.
Many of them are burn victims, many of them are disillusioned from how those previous jobs turned out.
That narrows the list down.
It does
Thank you
indeed.
for that data.
Well, gentlemen, I thank you for your kind words of information and your adjustments to your standards. I must thank you for making this job a lot easier for me than Mr. Hayes had made it to believe.
Just don't come at us guns blazing.
Of course not.
Right then.
It'll be a pleasure working with you, sir.
I do look forward to working with all of you as well. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
You as well.
You as well.
Oh shit, my helmet.
thoughts?
I hope to see some movement. And at least some key figures killed or captured.
Well, knowing that Cerberus ain't plagued by poison, I'm much happier to trust them now than I was prior. However, that does bring up the issue of Poi themselves. I do believe that some form of barring from district matters is needed. Not sure how drastic we want these to be as of yet, but any recommendations or thoughts on this situation would be highly appreciated.
I still think a barring from the district may be beneficial, though that would move her contract to wherever she decides she's going to want to go.
This is true. And I would rather not bar them from, their own corporation that they have been working under, the Purple Lotus. Wouldn't want to keep them from visiting their own place of work. So I believe the only jurisdiction that they should have within Garden District is the Purple Lotus. That is the only place they should be allowed to visit.
Places of business, that sounds like a decent point to have.
Indeed. Now, I don't believe I've made acquaintances of the two of you yet. My name's Red Harlow. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Harlow.
Cassandra. It's a
Pleasure to meet you, Cassandra. Mr. Orion, correct? Orion Maximilian?
That's right, sir.
Wonderful. Mr. Hayes has put you in high regards, and I hope to see plenty of that regard put to use throughout your tenure here.
I can assure that you will, sir. His words weren't for nothing.
Wonderful. Now, as some of you may know or may not, me and Mr. Hayes, we go back to childhood. We've
Outstanding
been
work,
friends
guys.
since about, I want to say 6 or 7 years old.
Repeat last.
Outstanding
unfortunately
work,
had to move
guys.
away from
Yeah,
Zafira.
no problem.
Hell yeah.
Around 15
Hopefully you
years
didn't
old.
mind me adding in a few words there.
Nah, you helped me
But-
not get into an argument at the end.
It is a pleasure being back.
I think me and Kane are Adrian and Kane are definitely not gonna get along. But
Oh, I mean, that just makes it juicy.
This is an old, usual place.
it's fine. I
I
just have
probably
to.
shouldn't say it with that sort of tonality.
I just have to be Dad's favorite child.
Delicious.
Anyway. You know. And then, thank you for being an absolute psychopath once more, Abel.
I was ready. I was loosening my joints, man. I was ready to throw down with the other big guy.
You would have been throwing down with a guardian.
Hell yeah.
I was about to say, at that point, Charles wouldn't be able to step in because that's like multiple interests conflicting with one another, so we just kind of let that be.
No, he's Versal Agency. Just fuck him up.
Our fight will be legendary.
Versal agencies and other groups now.
Hell yeah, we get rid of pyromancers. Let's go.
I typically like the more confident, competent.
So that's it?
Yeah, that's it. If you want to head out, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat.
Right.
See y'all later.
I'm gonna sit and observe the rest of this if you want to do that with me, Charles.
Let's see.
But don't let that affect the overall.
Do this until they kick me
Oh,
out.
boy,
oh yeah,
boy.
100%.
I'm sure they're at least good for this.
Alright.
Well, it's
I'll
wonderful
be
to know
back.
that we have an ex-Cerberus clientele.
X Cerberus.
Why is that, sir?
I swear to God, this is the one guy
Makes
that
it a
hit
bit
on
easier
teeth. I'm
to
gonna
understand.
rage. Anyways. Oh, what is that noise? As soon as I saw Cassie, I'm like, what is happening? What is about to happen? Anyways, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna go eat something little. Let's see if I can hang out with my partner before getting RP. I gotta make sure my stuff is like fully charged before I do anything. But yeah, see y'all in like 30-40 minutes. Yeah. Love you guys.